Hey guys, George here from the F1 Chronicle, and British Grand Prix qualifying has been completed. It was a very eventful session. The weather was involved in this one, and we had a surprise result on both not only the pole position but also the front row as a whole too. So I'm just going to get into the results of what happened with 5 things that we learned from British Grand Prix qualifying this year in 2024. So, first thing, let's not beat around the bush. It's a Mercedes 1-2. George Russell led home Lewis Hamilton. They timed their run perfectly. They made the most of their soft tyres, and it was an incredible performance by the pair of them. A Mercedes 1-2. How long has it been since we had a Mercedes 1-2 in qualifying? I'd wager since at least 2021, if not even longer than that. So it's been a very long time since that happened, and George Russell backing up his win in Austria. Yes, albeit a fortuitous victory, of course, but still, nevertheless, a win. He is riding the crest of a wave of confidence right now, and Sir Lewis Hamilton in second place as well. A British 1-2-3, because Lando Norris lines up in third place as well tomorrow. So someone on the podcast I appear on, Grid Talk, predicted a British 1-2-3, and it could well happen. We definitely got that in qualifying at least, so I'll be fascinated to see how they get on. So yeah, great for Mercedes, bad for Red Bull. Max Verstappen managed to get 4th place today, which of course is not bad by any stretch. He can still win tomorrow. I'm sure people don't want to hear that, but it's true. He still can win tomorrow, of course, from that position. But Sergio Perez from P19, he has got no chance of winning tomorrow, really. Admittedly, he was one of the first drivers to go out on track when it was starting to dry up, and he ended up spinning at Copse. Now, Max Verstappen had a similar incident as well, but he managed to keep going. Perez, though, beached his Red Bull. He starts in 19th tomorrow. Another very bad performance by Perez, in my opinion. And it's realistically ruined any kind of hope of good points for him tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. Next up, we have Alpine, who are also bad. Now, Alpine have been on a bit of an upturn recently, getting some pretty decent points finishes regularly in the top 10 when it comes to races. But again, they're not going to manage it in tomorrow's race, I don't think. Esteban Ocon down in 18th. Pierre Gasly plumb last, not even able to set a time on the dry tyres during Q1. So, yeah, Alpine really struggling around this track. They'll be hoping for much better tomorrow, but I'm not seeing it on the cards, to be honest, guys. And of course, the weather was definitely playing a role. It was definitely involved in this one. And, rain is the great equaliser at the end of the day, and that's when talent really shines through. Nico Hülkenberg has a habit of getting good qualifying performances when it's wet in qualifying, and he managed it again today. P6 in his Haas, that is not to be underestimated. And similarly as well, Alex Albon up in 9th place in the Williams. Are more points on the cards for him tomorrow? It'll be huge in that team's home race for sure. And yeah, Hülkenberg, like I said, he managed to get a pole position in Brazil in 2010. I will never forget that, 14 years ago now. I can't believe how long that's been, but yeah, he's very much a Regenmeister when it comes to qualifying, and he managed it today as well. Another positive one, Aston Martin were much better today. I've really been hammering them recently because their performances have quite frankly been abysmal. But today they were much better, both managing to get into Q3, and Lance Stroll actually managing to out-qualify Alonso again. P8 for Lance and P10 for Fernando Alonso. So some points for Aston Martin, definitely a possibility tomorrow, but they have to keep it up in the race because their race pace has been really bad, as is their qualifying pace, but their qualifying pace today, much better. But yeah, those were 5 things that we learned from qualifying from the British Grand Prix. What did you think about the session as a whole? I thought it was very entertaining, to be honest. Let us know in the comments below. And for much more breaking Formula 1 news, keep it tuned here to the F1Chronicle.com.